Hey guys, I wanted to talk last week about time, but I got sidetracked with, what all happened last Tuesday. And it, even though I was sidetracked, it gave me another kind of like perspective of what I was going to talk about. You know, when we think of time, like I was explaining to my son because um, he, you know, he's autistic. Um, and so he does this thing where he ruminates, and that means like asks me the same thing over and over and over again. Different days, different times, just the same thing. And so, I was explaining to him that to every season there's a time, and right now, because of the way things are, good, bad, and different, time is really of the essence. Um, People are. I read somebody's post and they were saying, "Oh, this is not the time to procrastinate," and I agree with that. Um, but it also makes me think about when I've had to deal with time, and every major decision that I've had to make in my life, the ones that were the most effective, I would say they're decisions that I made quickly. And so I thought about that the other day, how when I had something important, I've always felt like when I can make the decision quickly, it's for me. And so what I thought about today is it made me realize is that when I made those decisions quickly like that, I was confident in what I was choosing to do. I think that things that maybe I have procrastinated in before, it made me think that the reason I may have procrastinated in certain events is maybe because I lack confidence. And I think that there's a reason, when you lack confidence in a certain event. And so that lack of confidence essentially is either fear or I don't know, it could be fear of anything, people, meeting expectations, just any number of things. And then I think discipline also affects, procrastination, because a lot of times if you are not disciplined in something, then it'll cause you to procrastinate. Now, I just can think about, like I said, all the times I was successful at something. I was disciplined, I was confident, and I was organized in doing whatever it was that I was doing. I think that when you have certain things in order, it helps to drive you in the right direction. And, if you think about that, if you think about it in that sense, you think about driving laws. We have the driving laws to keep people in order, to make sure that everybody is doing things the right way, so that they'll be safe, so that they'll get to their destination. So I think that you have to have those things in place when you're talking about time. There's a time to be disciplined. There is a time to be confident. And there's a time that you have to be organized. And for some people, that is difficult. But, you know, there's a lot of things out here that can help you with that. You know, sometimes people have friends that are around them or family or whatever that can help them with some of those different things. Because, like, I never like to tell people, oh, you can just do it. I've never been one of those people because, you know, I taught school. One of those people that just think, oh, people just need to make up their mind and do X, Y, and Z. It's really hard for some people. And that's just like when I've had kids in my class. For some of them, it's not that they want it to be unorganized or they're not, they want to be undisciplined or, you know, they want to procrastinate. I think that it's some psychological things that happen that cause for them to be unorganized or to procrastinate or not be disciplined or whatever the case is. And so I think that it's a behavior, and I think that for sometimes people need to seek help with those things if they're struggling in those areas. So I never believe in telling people, oh, you just need to do this, because it's not that simple for every person. Some people, you know, it just takes a little bit more, or they learn a different way, or their behavior is different. And I understand that just because I've just dealt with so many different people throughout my life. Work, school, whatever, being in the salon, anything. And so I think that people are different, but it's just something to think about in regards to, you know, your year this year. I think that we have had a lot of time at home, and for some people, they're kind of off with their time now. And they might very well be people who are normally disciplined or normally organized or whatever the case, normally confident. But, you know, people have been in the house for a while. And so I think that we just got to think about those things. It's not that you can't do it, but you got to think about those three things that I mentioned together. So sometimes you have to do some self-reflection to really understand what's happening in your life. And so, like for me, I think I've been just like going through the motions, but I've had to kind of have some time, I'd say in the last week or so, that I've been kind of like reflecting on myself and my behaviors and, you know, my thought system of what I believe, or even what I perceive of, you know, and sometimes you gotta like shut things off because it's a lot of noise around us. And so I think you just got to shut things off sometimes and kind of like just quietness where you can reflect on yourself and how you're feeling and, you know, what direction do you want to go in? Or what is it that you want to do? Or how do you actually feel? Or, you know, why are you feeling the way that you feel? And so I think it's always good to reflect on self. So anyway, that's just my spiel. Just something that I was thinking about. And I just had to get that out. Like I told somebody earlier, I'm just like, I'm really having a hard time here because I'm a person that just likes to talk to people. And so since we have been stuck in the house, I don't get to talk to people as much. Like I was looking at some pictures from my classroom, and I was like, oh my God, I miss my class. And so my friend's like, I don't know. But I just thought about, it made me reminisce or think about times or things that I used to do with my kids. Like, I used to take those kids everywhere. We used to do all kinds of things in my classroom. This is really fun. There's a fun time. And so, things change. They don't always stay that way, for a number of reasons, various reasons. But, I was just looking the other day and I was just thinking, and even looking at their pictures, I was looking at some other pictures where we were able to go out and do some other things. So again, it's all about time. And, it's just not the time right now. So I'll just have to do what I have to do. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. You all have a good night. Tomorrow is J13. Can't wait for that. So I'll see you all soon. Don't forget to visit my website, lightupyourlegacy.com. If you need an appointment, you can make an appointment there or send an inquiry to me, and I'll get back with you. Also, I have a page on Facebook, Light Up Your Legacy with Monique Tyson, and also on Instagram, getlit_with_Monique Tyson. I'm mostly on those two platforms. I have a YouTube page, and of course I'm on LinkedIn, and I have a Twitter page, but I don't really use it that much. I just don't really have a following of people on Twitter. So anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'm getting ready to go, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.